Hello students, welcome to your computer class. Children, by now you must have got your syllabus for the first term examination. As you know that the first term examination will begin from first week of August and your syllabus will be chapter 1 and 2. So today we'll discuss the chapter 1, just a short of revision. And if you have any queries regarding this chapter, children, you can ask in your WhatsApp group as well and in your dashboard as well. Okay. So if you have any problem, just put on your queries in any of the places or you can put in both the places. We have to study the chapter in detail because your question paper will be multiple choice based mainly on multiple choice questions. So each line is important. You have to go through everything in your book. Okay, so please don't skip anything and be free to ask any questions whatever you like. So let us start. So the chapter is computer and its languages. So in your previous class, you have studied what is computer, types of computer, and how computer evolved from a very simple machine to a complicated one. Okay, and then the varied use of computers. In earlier days, you must have studied that the computers were very, very big in size in comparison to today's computer, which is just the size of your lunchbox. Okay, and today's computers would do much more work than the old days huge computers. Now then, let us categorize the computers into few categories. The first one is the supercomputers. Children, before I go deep into what are supercomputers, let me first explain you where are these supercomputers used. Now children, have you ever imagined that how in today's era complete weather forecasting is done with accurate measurements? So much of calculation is needed while doing so, and it is not possible for a human mind to perform such large calculations. This was one case of weather forecasting. Another place where a lot of mathematical calculation, tremendous amount of calculation is required, is satellite launching. It requires a lot of calculation to be done before a satellite has to be launched, and it is just put in accurate coordinates or in accurate position. Now for all this calculation, we actually need a computer that is very, very quick as well as has a lot of storage area. Now for this purpose, we need supercomputers. Now basically, a supercomputer is a computer which has a very high processing speed and has a very large storage area. Now what do we mean by a very high processing speed? A very high processing speed means that your computer can calculate 100 millions of instructions in 1 second. Can you ever imagine? Yes, it is 100 million of instructions in 1 second. What a high speed! By this speed, if the calculation is done by the computer, then it is categorized in the supercomputer range. Okay, so just once we'll go through what is written in your book. Supercomputers are the fastest computer and have a large data storage capacity. Now that is what I made you understand. It has multiple processors which are based on parallel processing architecture. for achieving high speed. Now, to make you understand just what I will tell you is that there are in your computer, same what is at your home has only one processor inside it, and it is so fast. But you imagine when there are numerous processors very high speed and working all together in parallel, so the speed become tremendous, and hence you get an ultimate result of 100 million of instructions in 1 second. Okay, so hence it is a very fast computer with a very large storage space. Okay, now let us see few examples of computers, supercomputers, and especially the Indian supercomputer. So Param 2000 was the first Indian supercomputer. So I repeat, this is important. Param 2000 was the first Indian supercomputer. Other supercomputer of India is Anurag. Okay, the first supercomputer is renowned as CDC 6600, which was designed at Control Data Corporation in USA. So the first supercomputer was designed by CDC and its name is CDC 6600. It was designed by USA. Okay. But for India, the first supercomputer is Param 2000, and that was designed in the year 2000. Okay, Param 2000. It is the first supercomputer for India, Param 2000, and for the world, the first supercomputer was CDC 6600. So these points you please mark it down and remember also, make it by heart. So now the 5 supercomputers at this time of the world are from China: Tianhe 2, Titan of United States, IBM Sequoia of United States. Okay, and one is of Japan also. Okay, so all these names please you remember. Okay. Now we will also study about what makes a supercomputer so important. So the supercomputers are large in size and can support more than 1,000 users at a time. So more than 1,000 users they can support, means 1,000 people can work at a time on a single computer. Okay, so it is important. Now it is very much important in the areas of meteorology, space research, and satellite management. It performs tasks that involve intense numerical calculations such as weather forecasting, aerodynamics, stimulation, and complex computation. So all this we have discussed that the supercomputers are mainly used for meteorology, means to weather forecasting and all, then space research and satellite management, means a lot of calculations are required when you have to launch a satellite. So all these require a supercomputer for all those calculations. Now it is also used, okay, for aerodynamics and stimulation and complex computations. Where complex computation is required, there it is used. So children, I stop here itself, and then in our next class we'll discuss about the mainframe and mini computers. Once we complete this chapter, then we will discuss some of the objective types questions other than that is what is given in your book. Okay, so that it will be helpful for your first term examination. Thank you, children.